Like you addressed the game.
Yeah.
Why did this come back up in 50? Because you know,
of course, it was game first to decide to go left, and he had help. You know, me and Jimmy never got along. Jimmy Hinchman.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You see what I'm saying? He was managing him at the time, so it helped him go left. You see what I'm saying? If the person that the people surrounding you, big, if they are encouraging you to stay in pocket, it's easier for you to be in place longer than if, you know, I think when you're dealing with systems, when the communications break, it's pretty difficult for you to feel like there's work being done. You know, because it's so much, the artist has to rely so much on the material itself. Okay. That it's really interesting to me, like, because in Game's case, there's absolutely no malice on my heart towards him. I'd like to see him do whatever he can do at this point, you know, and I think that's over. I think that's done, but...
What do you mean?
I think his career is finished.
Oh, shoot. Right. Are you and Game, you think your relationship is repairable?
I don't know what really caused it, Big. So, I don't try to patch relationships, friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when they fall apart and you have no idea, like, what was the motivation, it says that you don't have to be involved for it to fall apart again. Because you wasn't involved with what made it fall apart in the beginning. So you should assume that you're going to experience the same thing instead of, you know, going through a process of a whole new burst of energy, because you're actually cool in the beginning. It does exactly what he did last time you gave him that energy. You see what I'm saying? The last time you gave him the records and first week sales came in the right way, it was on that week, the day of. You see what I'm saying? So to consider, we cool. You can play it out. You know what I'm saying? Let him do what he can do. Like, you know, I don't listen to his music or see him and go, yo, you know, I
no
hate him.
ill will. It's not like you.
I'm like, he's a rapper, man. This is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? When I look back at a lot of situations, I go, well, what exactly was that about? Because in the heat of it, you actually got beef with the person. Like, you like, what? Like, I can't wait to run into him. Let's see how they move when we run into him. You know what I'm saying? And then as time passes, you look at it and you say, you know what? That was his verse. Okay. Because sometimes people, like even within sobriety, 30 days would be a threshold that they say was something to celebrate, right? You've been clean 30 days. And they tell you in dieting, after 30 days, it becomes easy. You start coasting. You're in regimen. So if you've been saying a song, you've been saying lyrics to yourself, or you're a gangster, for Lord knows how long, there's points that these fools start to believe themselves. And they start doing things and moving around out of character. They're doing things that they wouldn't have done before they wrote that song, or before they started doing these things. And, you know, a lot of times they make mistakes that you can't go back to. You know, like people just in general in life, that's what it is. You know, half the people in the penitentiary there with those thoughts, they made those mistakes that you can't just take back. Okay.
We got 50 Cent in the neighborhood.
Game was someone who already had those intentions. There was no action, there was nothing that happened that sparked what happened with Game, other than him wanting to be the person. He wanted to be the guy, period, like the number one, the hottest thing, period. So the only way to do that is to go against 50 Cent and win. You see what I'm saying? So that was inevitable again. Like, I only worked with him for 6 days because I recorded the records that I gave him prior to him coming to my house. I muted my vocals in order for him to rap, but he heard my vocals before he wrote his. You see what I'm saying? So it's an easier blueprint. Like, the guy that's battling and talking about your Adidas and your can't go and your shirt and all that other shit. This guy is conditioned to rap the way we speak, right? He's a good rapper, but he can't write a song to save his life. I'm just giving you that scenario to indicate to you the difference between a good rapper and a good songwriter. Now, I wrote the song concepts, the songs there playing, mute the vocals, get the shit done, get him out of here. Then wrote everything that I presented to you on the Massacre to scan 9.8 million records. You know, so because of that, I'm the only hip-hop artist that can be directly compared to the Beatles for having 4 records in the top 10 at the same time. But 2 of them was Game's records, and 2 of them were mine. But because I wrote them all,
it's kind of all yours.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's cool. I get Writer of the Year that year for it. You know what I mean? For being able to have both of those projects be that successful. And he scanned about 5 million records on that. Then came back on his own to do 900,000.
The first 3 records he put out, I'm on them. West Side Story, How We Do, Hate It or Love It. Those are just 3 singles to date. So every record that he's selling is based on me being on his record with him.
Do you think Game has a problem with the relationship that you have with the rest of the team?
I think he has a problem. I think he has a problem with my position. I think he'd like to be 50 Cent, like the head.
I felt like what he was saying was disrespectful on the radio because everybody that I would have differences with at this point is cool with him.
You two tried to sit down or talk about it?
I haven't even had a conversation with him, but there's no need for communication after you've been that disrespectful.
So this is unfixable.
This is it.
The nigga 50, I heard about it. I don't know if it's true or not, but I just want to tell it to y'all because maybe y'all know if it's true. The nigga 50 held a meeting. First of all, held a meeting. Nigga 50 held a motherfucking meeting at the federal building. If you don't know what the federal building is, that ain't where you get your food stamps or your cheese. The federal building is where the motherfucking feds hang out, man. The nigga 50 held a meeting. Hold on, cause I need my gun and my motherfucking Louis Vuitton slugger for this, man. Yeah, I'll tear a nigga right off, nigga. I'm like the Barry Bonds motherfucking rap. I don't know about my swing, but the motherfucking work in the motherfucking hood. But yeah, that's how I do it, nigga. Anyway, I took a lot of industry. You know what I mean? I said I took a lot of industry. Took a lot of energy, man. But yeah, the nigga 50, the nigga held a motherfucking meeting at the federal building with the feds. And they gave the nigga 3 feds to walk around with all day for free. All the money that nigga got, and they gave this nigga 3 federal agents to walk around with for free. So if you thinking about fucking with 50 Cent, the nigga might be coming outside more now, but if you see the nigga outside and you a real hood nigga like me, and you feel like doing your G-Unit shit, whooping his ass, don't do it, man. Do not do it, man. Cause the nigga got the feds with you. You know the niggas on the Matrix, they move fast, do all that backflip and shit, all that shit like that. Them motherfuckers, man, they got motherfucking guns. They will kill your ass, man. So you don't, 50 ain't the threat, man. It's the 3 fed niggas he got with it. And I keep saying fed niggas. They ain't niggas, man. I don't know what type of dudes they are. Some special training niggas, RoboCop niggas, move all fast and shit through the streets, man. Jump on cars and shit, do all that shit, crush your hood, jump straight through your window, man, like a torpedo. Them type of niggas, man. The fed niggas, man, is rolling with 50 now. Don't fuck with 50. If I see 50, man, I'ma smile at the nigga and keep it pushing. I'ma go catch Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo or Olivia, one of them somewhere, cause they ain't, they can't afford it, cause 50 keep them good and broke, man. Starving the shit out of them, man. Okay. But don't fuck with 50. If you see 50 in the street, leave the nigga alone, man. Just let him walk around town with the snitch jacket on with his head down, man, because it's over for the nigga. But don't throw a rock at the nigga. Don't kick the nigga G-Unit van. Don't rip no posters off the wall. I'm telling you, the Matrix niggas, they'll get you, man. Take you to jail, put you on that motherfucker forever, man. Forever, man. I mean, the nigga snitched on Supreme. Nigga snitched on Irv Gotti and them. And I don't really like Irv Gotti and them that much, but damn, I got sympathy for a nigga. You tell him a nigga want to send a nigga to jail forever?
I don't think 50 respected me in that aspect. I think he wanted me to be a G-Unit soldier, which I'm not. I don't even know how this whole beef came about with me and him, because we're all under the same roof. But he started it, and I was ready to finish it. They like to say, well, 50 Cent, shot one of Game's, cohorts or whatever, but that's not what happened. 50 Cent went out the back door of the radio station, and his security, armed security, which were more than likely NYPD, came out and were, they felt they were scared. So they pulled out guns, and dude got to shooting at the ground, skidded up, hit Kevin. He was bleeding in the snow, and I feel embarrassed by what happened, and I felt like I let all my guys down and leading them in that, in that situation where we had to retreat because we were outgunned.
Deceit is in the heart of those who plan evil, but there is joy for those who advise peace. Stop beefing, man.
Roger, tell these mother subscribe to the Prophet channel.
I love you to death, and I will always love you, my father, because you didn't see what I had, you see what was deep in my heart.
The only man in the world who can do handstand push-ups with his fist on concrete.
With Prophet Muscle.
Subscribe for more.